Hello, Mandela, and welcome to your final math lesson of the week. We're just going to go over how we convert money, as that was something we all found a little bit challenging yesterday. Let's start by pausing the video and telling Mr. Fox how many pennies there are in £1. Pause your video and tell Mr. Fox. That's right, there are 100 pennies in £1. Now, that's a really useful piece of information we need to keep in our heads when we are converting money. We also need to use our knowledge of place value. So how many hundreds, tens, and ones are in a number to help us be successful in this task. Our first question asks us to write 546p in pounds and pence. So if we partition the number, how many hundreds are in the number? There are 5 hundreds in the number. I know that there are 100 pennies in £1. So if I look at this, I will know that if I have got 500 pennies, I would have £5. Then I look at my tens and my ones to find out how many pence I've got. Can you write this number down in pounds and pence for me? Pause your video and have a go. You should have written that there are £5 and 46p. Let's have a look at another one. Convert £7 and 11p into pence. So I'm going to start by looking at my pounds. I've got £7. I know that in each pound I have 100 pennies. If I have £7, how many pennies would I have? Have a go at writing this down on your board. That's right, I would have 700 pennies. How many more pence do I have? I have 11 pence. So altogether I would have 711p. Let's move on to our new learning. Our learning objective is, can I add 2 amounts of money? In today's lesson, we will be learning to know to add the pounds first when we are adding money. And we will also be learning that when adding the pence, we need to exchange it for pounds if it totals over 100. Let's have a look at this question. Who has the most money? I would like you to pause the video and jot down how much money each of the astronauts has. Remember to count the pounds first and then the pence. Pause your video and let's look and see how much money our astronaut has. The green astronaut has a £10 note, a £5 note, 2 £1 coins, a 20p coin and a 1p coin. The first thing I need to do is add the pounds together. If I add £10 and £5, I have £15. If I add another pound, I have £16. If I have another pound, I have £17. So altogether, he has £17. Then I add the p together. 20p add 1p is 21p. So altogether, the astronaut has £17 and 21p. Now we need to count how much money our pink astronaut has. She has 2 £5 notes. She has 2 £2 coins. She has 3 £1 coins, 2 10p coins and 1 1p coin. Remember, I start by adding my pounds together. If I add £5 and £5, I have £10. If I add £2 to this, I have £12. If I add £2 to this, I have £14. If I add £1 to this, I have £15. If I add £1 to this, I have £16. If I add £1 to this, I have £17. So altogether, she has £17. Now let's count how many pence she has. She has 2 10p coins and a 1p coin. 10p add 10p is 20p. 20p add 1p is 20. Oh, let me just undo that. Is 21 pence. So altogether, she has £17 and 21 pence. Both astronauts have £17 and 21 pence. So the amount of money they have is equal. They have the same amount of money. It has just been made in different ways using different combinations of notes and coins. Let's have a look at this question. The astronaut uses a part-whole diagram to add money. We need to find the total amount of money that the astronaut has. Let's have a look at our first part. In this part, we have a £5 note, a 50p coin and a 10p coin. The first thing I need to do is add the pounds. In this part, we have £5, so I write it in my space here. Then I add my pence. So now I need to add my pence. We have a 50p and a 10p. If we add these together, we have 60p. And I write this here. Then we need to find out how much money we have in our other part. In our other part, we have 2 £2 coins, 2 20p coins and a 10p coin. The first thing I need to do is add my pounds together. If I add £2 and £2, I have £4. If I add my 20p and my 20p, I have 40p. If I add my 10p, I have 50p. So altogether there is £4 and 50p. Let's have a look at our next step. Our next step says there is something pounds and 110p. So the first thing we need to do is add our pounds together. I've got £5 and I've got £4. So altogether I have £9. If I add my 60p and my 50p, I have 110p. So now I need to do some exchanging. If I've got 110p, how many pounds could I exchange that for? I could exchange it for £1 coin, and I would have 10p left over. So now we can move on to finding out how much money there is all together. So now I can add my pounds together. I've got £9 and £1. If I add those together, I have £10. Then I can add my pence. I've only got 10p here because I've exchanged 100 pennies for the £1. So altogether there is £10 and 10p. Where would I write this now? I would write it in the top of my part-whole diagram to show the total amount of money. So I would write £10 and £10p. Not quite sure what's happening with my computer. So I'm going to click on that. Oh, let's undo that and let's try again. In fact, I'm going to type it in because I think that that will make it a little bit easier for us to understand. So I'm going to get my rubber and I'm going to rub it out, and then I'm going to type it in. And he altogether has £10 and 10p. Just going to move that box and get rid of that so it's nice and clear for us. That's better. So altogether we have £10 and 10 pence. So now we have got a bar model and we need to write a number sentence to represent the bar model. Find the total amount of money. So we're going to work through this together, step by step. The first thing I want you to do on your piece of paper is to draw a bar model, just like mine. You don't need to draw anything in it yet. Once you've drawn the bar model, I want you to write how much money is in each part of the bar model. So how much money do we have here altogether? And how much money do we have here altogether? Then can you write it into a number sentence for me? Pause your video and draw your bar model and write your number sentence. Let's have a look and see what number sentence we should have written. Here is the number sentence we should have written. In this part, we have £2 and 80 pence. In this part, we have £5 and 45 pence. Now we need to think about our next step. Our next step is to add the pounds together, then add the pence. Can you pause the video and have a go at adding the pounds first and then the pence on your piece of paper? Let's have a look and see what we should have written. We should have written £7 and 125p, because if we add the £2 and the £5, we have £7. Then we add the 80p and the 45p to give us 125p. Our next step is to convert 125p into pounds and pence. So we need to remember that there are 100 pennies in a pound, and that when we get to 100 pennies, we can exchange this for a £1 coin. Can you convert 125p into pounds and pence for me? Pause your video and write this down. So let's have a look and see how much 125p equals. We know that in 125p there is 1/100. So we can exchange this for a pound, and then we have our 25p. So we have £1 and 25p. Our next step is to add all of our pounds together and then add our p or pence to find the total amount of money. Can you add these together for me? Pause your video and have a go. Let's see how we got on. Let's see how much money there was all together. So I've added my pounds. £7 add £1 equals £8. Then I've added my pence to make £8 and 25 pence. Once I found the total amount, I can write this in the top of my bar model, because this shows me the total amount of money that I have when I add the two parts together. So there's lots of steps there to remember. You might find it useful to pause the video and jot down the steps that you would follow to make the total amount of money. So, how much do the jeans and the t-shirt cost all together? The first thing we need to do is find out how much our t-shirt costs. And our t-shirt costs £6 and 90p. The first thing I'm going to do is write the cost of the t-shirt. The cost of the t-shirt is £6 and 90 pence. Then I need to find out how much the jeans cost. My jeans cost £7 and 45 pence. On your piece of paper, we're going to work through the steps to get some more practice at solving the problem. So we're going to work through the steps to get some more practice at solving the problems. What is the first thing we need to do? The first thing we need to do is add the pounds together. Then we add the pence. Can you have a go at this on your whiteboard? Pause the video and have a go now for me. Let's have a look and see how we got on. We should have found that we have £13 and 135p. And we find this by first adding the £6 and the £7 together to give me £13 altogether. Then I add my p together. So if I add my 90p and my 45p together, I have 135p. Now we need to exchange our 135p for a pound. Can you write down what 135p would be equal to? Pause the video and have a go at this for me. Let's see what we should have written. 135p equals £1 and 35p, because we know that there are 100 pennies in 135p, so we exchange this for a pound, and then we have our 35p. Now, our final step is to find the total amount. So we need to add our pounds and then our pence. Can you add the pounds and the pence for me to find the total amount? Pause the video and have a go at doing this. Altogether, the total is £14 and 35p. It is £14 and 35p because £13 add £1 is £14. And we've got our 35p here to give us £14 and 35p. Let's have a go at this question. Henry visits the bakery with £3. Does he have enough money to buy 2 donuts and a cookie? So let's start by breaking this down. Henry wants to buy 2 donuts and a cookie. How much do 2 donuts and a cookie cost? 2 donuts would cost 2 lots of 85p. So our calculation would be £1 and 40p, add 85p, add 85p equals. I want you to see if you can independently work through the steps to find the total for me. Pause the video, work through the steps to solve the problem for me. So let's have a look and see how you got on. What was the first thing you needed to do? The first thing you needed to do was add the pounds and then the pence. Let's have a look and you can check what you have written. So we should have written that he has £1 and 210p. The next step is to convert 210p into pounds. Let's see what you wrote for this step. 210p equals £2 and 10p. Then we need to add our pounds and our pence to find the total amount. Let's see what our total amount is. Check your answer and see how you got on. The total amount is £3 and 10p, because I've added my pound from here, I've added my £2 from here, and I've added my 10p. Does he have enough money to buy the donut, 2 donuts and a cookie? No, he doesn't. He only has £3. So he would need another 10p more to have enough money. So now we have to find 2 things that he can buy from the bakery with his £3. I want you to pause the video and explore what he could buy with £3. There are lots of different things he could buy. You need to work through the steps to help you to solve the problem. Pause the video and have a go. He could buy 2 donuts from the shop. Let's see how much they would cost. So, Henry could buy 2 donuts. Let's work out how much 2 donuts cost. So my calculation would be 85p add 85p equals. So the first thing I need to do is to add 85p and 85p together. The total would be 170p. The next step is to convert this. So to convert this and exchange this for pound coins. So 170p equals how many pounds? There are 100 pennies in 170p, so I can exchange this for £1 and 70p. So Henry could buy 2 donuts from the shops. There are lots of possibilities to answer that question. If you have a question like that in your work today, it's really important that you work through and find every possibility that there is. Your turn. Choose the activity that best suits you. For activity 1, you need to complete the part-whole models. Once you have completed the part-whole models, you need to write a number sentence to represent the bar model and find the total amount of money. I would like you to go back and follow the steps and record your answer, just like we did in the examples and just like you have been practicing. For activity 2, you have to solve the problems and find the total cost altogether. I expect you to show each of the steps that you need to complete to solve the problem. Set your work out carefully so that it is really clear to read. Your challenge today is to solve these problems. Again, you need to set your work out carefully, showing how you complete the different steps to find the total. And there are some extra challenges for you to have a go at. I'm going to read them to you. First question says, add 2 amounts together to make a total less than £8. So you have to choose 2 of the amounts and you have to add them together to find all the total. And you have to find all the possible ways that you can make a total that is less than £8. For this question here, Hugo has used coins to show the solution to the problem. There are 9 coins hidden by the splat. What could they be? So you have to find the total and think about the coins that you would use to make that total with. Finally, Xander has used this bar model to represent an addition. He thinks he has lost 2 coins. Do you agree? Explain your reasoning. And it's really important that you write that sentence to explain your reasoning. I look forward to seeing your work on Tapestry.